Hi, welcome back to the Opportunities for Us channel. And today I want to talk about something very, 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 very close to my heart. I saw a post, I'll post it here, by a very prominent professional, Carla Olympio, and she's a managing partner. She works, in legal and compliance, and a very highly placed professional within the Ghanaian space. She had put up a post. I'll put it here as well, for a legal assistant for a short-term gig, and she came back to post that she was so inundated with so many replies in her email showing interest in her job, and then she started to go through the submissions, and she saw a couple of things, and she started talking about them. And I just want to say that, you know as young people, and someone who's passionate about making sure that young people get the right jobs, I hope if you are here watching this video and you're looking for a job, you take into account the first hand feedback that's coming from a professional who actually opened up a job looking for a young person to work for her, and then the kind of things she saw. I have friends also that always complain to me about some of these similar, you know, things they keep seeing. And I thought today that I'm going to run through using, Carla's templates and talk about them. I'll link a post to the original post for the job, and also the two different posts she made about things she saw and she thinks she needs young people to need to pay attention to. And I'm just going to make a short, this video is going to be a very short one, talking about some of these things she raised. The first thing is, pay attention to the job description. I've said it over and over again. When you're responding to an open job, application anywhere, look at what they're asking for. If they ask you for just a CV, submit just a CV. If they ask you for a CV, a cover letter, and a portfolio, submit all three. You know, pay attention to the instructions and submit exactly what they ask you to do. Because you not paying attention and submitting what they ask you to do, it sends a message to them that if they probably hire you, you won't pay attention to what they ask you to do. If they tell you that do task A for me, you do task B, and it shows that you will not follow instructions. And for a professional workplace, that's very important that you follow instructions and that you're listening to what they've directed you to do. And obviously it leads to your disqualification, but really you really want to follow instructions. Always look at the job description, look at the job application, and follow what they are telling you to do in the job opening or the ad with regards to submitting an application. Second thing I want to talk about is have someone proofread your application for you. It's so important. Make sure you use, you can use some of these spell checkers, the Grammarly's and then the Quillbots, but make sure if you can get somebody else to look at it for you and go through just to see if even the use of language is appropriate for the context for which you're applying for. Yes, and that brings me to my third point. Email comms. If you do not know how to send a very good email to a professional, just Google it. You see lots of templates and messaging showing you how to go about it. There are lots of YouTube videos telling you how to put that in the subject. You just don't attach the documents like the CV and the cover letters in the email and then send it like that without any subject, without any main message. Any dear hiring team, please find attached my CV, this and that concerning this position. Regards, thank you. You should have that. You really need to have that in your email etiquette handbook that you've armed yourself with, and you need to be able to use that. And still on email, that brings me to my next point, which is my fourth point. When you're attaching your emails, to you it's CV for a particular job, but to them they're getting CVs from so many where, so you want to make their job easier by adding your first name in the document you're saving. So it's going to be saved as Nanaya Eyim, then CV, then maybe the job assistant role, okay, or researcher role, or project assistant, or whatever. Because remember, maybe they're getting 100 emails and they're all CV, CV, CV. How would they tell Kwejo Anaman CV from Abna, Boachi CV? So you save your name, and then you save, and especially if you're hiring for multiple roles, that position as well is very important. You need to do that for your CV, your cover letter as well. The next to last point, which is my fifth point that you need to work on, is to make sure you spend time to write your own CV, put it together yourself. I know there are so many automated services nowadays online that enable you to write your CV. A good idea for you is to make sure you write your CV, put everything together in a master document, and then make sure you curate CVs for specific roles or industries that you want to work in. Now, the final point I want to make is regarding cover letters when you are adding them as a support with your CV. In a cover letter, yes, you expand the things you've summarized in your CV, and I'm going to link a link to how to write a very good cover letter. I have it in my seller store down below in this video. And really, that's guide contains not just how to write cover letters that have actually succeeded. Like, I have like 3 or 4 examples in there. It shows you how to write a CV. And how you write your CV is that you make sure you use numbers to show your achievements and your accomplishments. You don't write your task and responsibilities. Okay. And as well, in your cover letter, you talk about things that connect to the job role. You talk about things that show the extra or other things that you can bring to the job role. So talk about the main things that have to do with the job description, then you add the cherry on top, which is the other things that you bring on the table. So there are other things. So for example, if it's a job assistant role and you'll be doing researching, research task, you talk about the fact that you've done past research and you show the experience. So you say, I have like 3 years combined with 3 years combined research experience. You put that in there, then you show the examples that you have. Then what you do is that you come and say, in addition, maybe I have knowledge in these softwares for research as well. That's additional. Or you show that I've also learned how to use visualization graphs and softwares to support storytelling or data from results from research. So that's how you do that for a cover letter. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I do really hope you take advantage of the points that I have given, and have a good one.